quiet power, hidden in plain sight. It reveals itself when you sit down at a desk, with nothing but a screen and the entire world behind it. No generation before us has had this kind of access. The moment that I learned the art of locking in, everything changed.
Bloot in de blow was stonko, grote dekken dag. Bij mezelf ben ik gedoemd om in de goot te zwemmen. Ik droomde even dat ik droomde even. Stopte met blow, begon naar mijn droom te werken. Met de goede.
I'm extremely grateful for my path. But I didn't just end up here. After my mum passed away at 10 years old, I moved to my grandmother for a few years before moving to a foster home. Still mourning my mother's passing and now completely detached from blood family, I went outside of the house as much as possible. Smoking weed, drinking, stealing, hanging around and consistently letting my loved ones down.
What do you think was the hardest part for you that time?
Yeah, it was just it was a process. When I went to your school to speak to the headmistress, she said, yeah, David is having a hard time. I was worried sick. Well, sometimes, you just leave it in the hands of God or something because yeah, it wasn't an easy period. No, it wasn't.
I didn't grow up with my dad under one household, and so when he saw me in this state and behavior, he was worried.
I remember one specific moment, sitting in the back of German class, my mind drifted off to thinking about how to arrange dinner that day, where I would eat or like how I would arrange that. I just suddenly saw that if I continued that path, I wouldn't finish high school. And I had like this out-of-body experience. It was a reflection of what life looked like at the time. But then one day you said to me, David, get one good friend who you think has potential, you get along with well, and just ask that person to go to the library. You don't have to be there every day, but just make it a habit.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I think friends are important. The right kind of friend is important. It makes a difference.
When I was 16, I didn't listen to much that my dad said, but I knew he was right about this. Bro, we were just smoking weed, doing cool with our lives.
Yeah, true.
That's Jean. He's the friend I asked to go with. This habit ended up changing our lives in ways we could have never expected, and I'll explain why later in this video.
Bro, this feels nostalgic, man.
After a while, more friends joined. Whenever I'm back in the Netherlands, those friends and I still work side by side on our futures at our favorite library in Amsterdam. When I came up to you and asked you, like, bro, let's go to the library, what did you think? Like, back in that sort of phase of life?
I was really not feeling like it. I was probably also high.
Yeah.
Even though I did not like the idea, luckily I was smart enough to make the decision like, hey, maybe I don't like it, but it's gonna benefit me in the future. So yeah, I'm glad I did.
I graduated high school very much because of this approach. However, I was still lost. I moved back with my grandmother. We experienced some financial struggles as well as my schizophrenic uncle threatening our safety quite regularly.
Listen to your fancy stories about the music business. I know Hollywood is all fake, man. The real kind of America's a cult, you idiot.
I was interning at a video company, which I loved, but was only getting paid 150 euros a month for full-time work. So I started working a second job in a restaurant. But when I found out that they hadn't paid me in full, I was yet again facing a wall. I felt huge pressure for providing for me and my grandmother. However, working over 40 hours in an internship and part-time at a restaurant wasn't amounting to much through having to cope with a lot of pain alone. Outside in the streets of the Netherlands, while it was raining, cold, I took the pressure from home into feeling forced that I had to do the wrong things for money. I felt morally conflicted, and I knew that this wasn't the right path for me.
I don't want to go that way. I want to make videos. I want to do better. I want to make something of my life. After high school, having no guidance anymore, I wasn't in a degree. I wasn't in the internship anymore. I was still very much outside a lot, spending late nights drinking, smoking, and the later it gets, the wrong people and etc. But eventually, what I did when that internship ended is I went to the library. I didn't know where my exact next step was, but because that principle had been wired in my mind, I just said, maybe this is a step. I vividly remember that Monday sitting down at the desk and just seeing like how can I do this? I started making a CV, and before I had handed it into many places, I got a message.
That day, I received a DM from a guy in my area. He was already doing video, and in my eyes, he was doing well. Because when I arrived at his small office, it felt like a penthouse to me.
This is the dream, man.
This thing could see over the entire neighborhood. And he started asking me questions about my goals, conversations I'd never had before. My life changed once and forever when he took me to my first paid shoot. It was an after-movie shoot in Amsterdam, Club Air. I remember being there at like 3 a.m. recording people having fun, and like it was vibes. It was a place that I'd want to be myself anyway. And I was getting paid to shoot this thing. I could not believe it, because once I realized that I could make money with video and not have to be on the street looking for that same type of money, I sprinted away from the life that I was in towards what I hoped to be, creating a better life.
I never forgot that principle of sitting down at a desk, focusing on a specific task, doing that consistently over time, trusting the process of getting one step better, and making a social habit out of it.
Yeah, enjoying it as well. Yeah,
and enjoying it.
Nowadays they call it like locking in, but
locking in. Yeah,
locking in.
Mm-hmm.
It's the very fundament of what I call life at the moment, and I'm extremely grateful for it. That's where I very much, see the growth that you've inspired within me and have enabled me to thrive in that sense. You taught me in like the principle as a basis to life.
No, that's good. That's very good. You're still very young. It applies to anyone, anything you want to venture into. Just get better and better and better. Yeah, so, no, that's good to hear, David. I mean, what's the time now? You're still at work?
This all started with understanding the power of locking in, designing your own life simply by sitting down at a desk.
With a device connected to the internet, pick one thing, stick with that, and you can develop in anything. It doesn't matter. Writing down your dreams and goals, writing down the plan how to get there, actually doing those steps. Today's age is the most abundant to be in. As long as you realize this one principle, it's just insane. And as far as what we do the past couple of years, which is like really focus on personal branding, it just shakes my perspective so much every time. How much building your online perception can change your life and actually make the world a better place through the impact and added value that you have to share with other people.
Yeah, I'm still grateful, and I'm happy that I was a part of your journey, and I'm glad you asked me, because if I did not, then I don't know where I would be.
Ultimately, lock in, because you can actually change your life to a degree that you cannot even understand. So dream beyond your vision, and it will allow you to grow beyond your dreams. Have a beautiful day. You got this!